Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I intend that this reading will only find the people who's meant to find it. This reading is about a message you need to know right now. If you feel called to this reading, to this video, please stay a little bit. Don't force anything to fit, but listen to the message and see if this is the right place for you. We have the Four of Wands, okay? I feel that this is going to be a love reading. I might be wrong, but we'll see. Okay, let me cut. I don't know if you can see this right. Okay, still a little, yeah, exactly. The Death card. The Queen of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. The Fool. Six of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, I'm sorry. Okay, let's get started from here. If you're guiding to this reading, if you're guided to see this reading, there's a lot of fogginess going on in this energy. I don't know exactly what this is about, but we'll get there. I see here an emotional spark between two people. It's a story of something that ended, that built up your confidence. There is a balance here between doing something right and going your path, but at the same time feeling that you are not enough, like lack energy, lack of confidence. We have that creative spark here with the Ace of Wands telling me that either this connection, it could be a soul connection for some of you, but I always find that a little dangerous to say to a collective reading. But I'm definitely seeing this here, that there was a lot of spark, a lot of mutual energy, connection, and then this ended, this situation ended, leaving you this lack feeling, unhappiness feeling. I don't have what it takes. It's not enough. I'm not happy with it. And along the years or with time, regardless of your situation, some time passed and you built up your confidence. You got that whole energy and that spark and poured it into you and became the CEO of your life, bringing a lot of harmony to yourself, to your path, and a lot of courage to move forward with the Fool card, to have a personal rebranding, so to say, to start new. But I'm still saying here that this is not over. And by that, I don't mean the connection itself. We'll talk about that in a second. But I still see here the lack energy, the lack mentality with the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. This could be financial lack. Once again, I feel called to say, once again, I have never said this, but I feel called to say that the energy, and I am living proof of this, okay? And I say this with a lot of love, but the way you feel about yourself and your mentality when it comes to yourself will always be represented by money as well in your life. So your lack mentality will be portrayed again in your life, in your financial areas. It will be represented again. That's what I mean. You will see that mirror from your lack mentality into your finances. So maybe you went through that as well. You saw that as well. Okay. Yes. Okay. I definitely see here that you had to leave a certain situation that even though it brought you a lot of clarity of what you want, what you expect, a mutual connection. I'm hearing mutual service for whatever reason, but you had to leave it because it was costing you and it was reaffirming your sense of lack, your feeling of lack. There was something in this situation that was not pouring enough into you. And with that, you started building yourself again, the sense of rebranding, the sense of transformation. But you definitely put in the work into your life, into something substantial, something that will bring you benefits, financially speaking or emotionally speaking. And that caused you a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worry. The lack mentality was all over you. You still, even though you had enough what it takes, more than enough from what it takes, you kind of felt intimidated by something. It still did not feel, or you still do not feel like you have what it takes once again. And you're always dwelling into, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay with my old manners, my old life, or should I embrace a new world? This full strategy here started a couple of years ago for some of you, and now you are trying to finally explore the new universe you opened up for yourself, but you're still stuck. Okay. The Devil card, the Tower card, and the Chariot card. So what I see here is that you had to go through a lot of turmoils, a lot of toxicity, and especially when it comes to this connection. Maybe the toxicity of this connection made you finally change your structure, change the way you see relationships, change the way you exchange your love. And that caused a tower moment into your life. It broke the structures, the old way of thinking, old patterns, old belief systems, and it made you finally understand that you are in charge of what you want for your life with the Chariot. The Chariot also represents navigating your shadow and your light. So I see you conquering this. I see you coming through a phase of, I went through the worst I could have. I did the work. This is what's coming. I did the work. I expelled the people who don't serve me anymore. I went through the toxicity. Maybe some of you even tried to use substances or coped with toxic things that were not good for you in order to detach or in order to avoid working on your situation or confronting the situation the way it was. And now that's over. And maybe what I'm sensing is that some of you probably saw that process, that negative process, as a way of finally feeling in charge of yourself, your career, your life, your goals, your relationships. But that also kind of told you that you are not enough. It put you in a very dark place. Okay. So I'm going to get another spread for what's to come for you. Hang in there, please. I want to use another deck for this situation. You can speed up the video if you don't want to wait. It's all good. Okay. So, what does this collective need to know? How does it go further, please? How does this go further, please? We have the King of Cups, the Six of Cups, Page of Pentacles again, Eight of cups, cups. Three of wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the high priestess. You're probably now contemplating a lot about your life with the high priestess here. You have a lot more sense of self, intuition, because you already expelled everything that's not serving you. You already did such a great work and poured so much into yourself, even when you did not have the strength for it. You lacked it. But with that energy, you transmuted it into this person that is very, very, very self aware and willing to do what it takes to have a good life. I see the King of Cups here saying, you are in tune with your emotions. You're no longer coming from a place of saying too much, explaining too much your emotions. You were feeling the true love from the people who remained in your life and stayed in your life. Whenever you're watching this video, it's a timeless reading. It might fit to you whenever it is. But in 2025, last year, talking to you in 2026, we had this shedding period where everything that was no longer to be meant to be in our lives just went away. We just had to expel that away from our lives. And now you feel the true, genuine people in your life valuing you, working on you. And you discovered a new sense of giving, how you're supposed to give here with the Page of Pentacles. It's a brand new way of giving. It's the first time you actually can give out of place from, I have enough. And I'm not giving more, I'm not giving less. I'm giving what I receive. I'm giving from a very natural space. Okay. I still see, though, that you are in the process of leaving. What are you leaving? The Ace of Cups. Okay. Somehow I had the feeling of an empty promise. Like you're not waiting on anything in order to succeed, in order to move forward in love, in your friendships. Wherever this resonates for you, you are not holding on to false beliefs anymore, to things that just keep you stuck, waiting, wondering, ruminating. Okay, I'm gonna cut this deck a bit. Okay, so we have the Moon card, the High Priestess again, the Death card, Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Okay, and the Judgment card. I still see here that it's a moment, even though a lot of our lessons have now went through the next phase, have now gone through the next phase, we're still in a moment of contemplation, in a moment of understanding where we stand with people, where the people in our lives stand with us and our goals, our minds. I know this sounds weird, but we're still getting in tune with this new energy, processing this new way of living, this new skin that is there after the whole shedding, right? We have the Moon card, and when I meant you were not, you feel it, but you're not giving it completely or showing it completely. I'm still struggling either to even to speak, because I feel that those emotions are not ready to be communicated. They're not ready to come from a place of 3D reality. They're all happening internally. Um, I see that the process you are going through right now is the process of believing that you are enough, you still have an image of lack attached to you. And this is a very, very strong message I'm picking up on. You still have a sense of not seeing you through real eyes, the eyes of who you really are. I feel that externally, people catch that, they see that, but you don't. You do, but not to the same extent. You're still going through a very important and big transformation. You haven't reached the end line of that transformation. And by that, I don't mean you will ever find a moment where um, that's fully over. We're constantly transforming, constantly learning. But this transformation you are going through right now is one for the books, is one that you will remember, you will take with you for the rest of your life. This card in tarot in many other decks is just the death card, but on this deck it is the card of the death and rebirth. This is what it's called. Okay. You are ready for success. You feel that you want it. You can almost touch it, but you still have to sit with it a little bit, with what you went through, with the emotions, the feelings, the energy you have been picking on. But it's coming. This is something I'm here to affirm you. It is coming. It is in your energy. It is in your field. You're still not ready though to reach it. And by that, I don't mean you don't have what it takes or you need to put in more work. You need to do something so that happens. I mean, you are contemplating and on a chill mode for a reason. You're not doing this because, oh my God, I'm lazy or I still haven't put enough work into this. You have. You have. You definitely sure did. You are doing this right now. Okay. Three of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Eight of Swords. Okay. You are learning how to detach from expectations and ideas that you had for a possible outcome. You know, when you think of things you wish for, but then you're like, oh, they're not happening. Why are they not happening? It's because you were looking for that outcome you had in your mind. But that's what divine timing is about. You know, things usually don't play out the way we expect them to, they play out the way we need. It doesn't mean your manifestations, your goals, and your dreams are not going to happen. It means they are going to take you somewhere before. Your path is going to take you where you need to be in order to learn what you have to achieve that goal. Sometimes people say, oh, I really want to do this, and they feel ready for it, but they haven't gone through a lesson or through a situation that bring them closer to what they need to have that. And that can be a job, that can be a relationship, that can be a dream house, that can be anything. Before you get what you need, you're going to be prepared for it. And this is what is happening. You're getting in tune with your emotions to acknowledge the type of people you need to attract to your life. I'm getting a lot of people in this energy. New people, new friends, new hobbies. So you will be with people with the 3 of Cups here and the 3 of Pentacles. That will be your bridge for an emotional and objective new level. They're going to help you to acknowledge who you are, to see you who you are, to see yourself who you are, to uh, put you on the right tables, take you to the right moments, to the right places. Nothing is a coincidence here. They're going to help you understand your true value And sometimes we underestimate that. But the right people make us feel so comfortable that we finally tap into that essence of, actually, I'm a very good person. I'm great. I know what I'm doing. I'm a good artist. I'm a good friend. I'm on this, I'm that, because you're not playing that role. They allow you to step into that role. And this is what's happening. And then you have the Two of Cups. It's like something is slowly but definitely surely happening that will going to align you to the right bonds you have right now. Some of them might even be a reunion of people who have been gone, and they're going to step into your energy again because now you are ready for it, or now they are ready for it. Okay. I see the Eight of Swords here though. You're still detangling your lack mentality, your I feel that there are some belief systems here that need to be broken, and you're working on that. And I feel that everything in your surroundings is going to remind you of that you are enough, that you have a beautiful aura, beautiful energy, that you are deserving of your dreams. Okay, let me get another final message. Final message, please, for the collective. Final message, please, for the collective. The Queen of Swords. I heard it's time to detach. Five of Cups. Please don't stay too stuck into things that make you unhappy or that didn't reach that full potential you were expecting. Now you have you have the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords in your energy. So you can approach situations from a full mature heart and a full mature mind. You can see things from afar and have a different perspective on how you communicate your needs, of how you trace your path towards what you want. But I still see here you're reminiscing from a lot of pain. Be careful with that. Don't look too much into the things you did not achieve. Oh my God, I'm stuck. I'm not moving forward. You are. That pain is what moved you forward. I see some conflict here, some people in your energy trying to still, even though some people they live our lives, they still stick to our energy, to our minds, to our dreams, to our subconscious mind. Set yourself free from this. Use your Königin, your Queen of Swords mentality, your rational mind to understand what that does not serve you. You already know that within. Know that you have what it takes to detangle these knots, these situations. They don't belong to you anymore. They're not your job. Oops. Once again, they're showing me the Devil card again. Be careful with those thoughts. The Six of Swords, yes. You're being guided to, regardless of how much emotional pain, emotional violence, or whatever that brought into your life, it is time for you to fully leave that. Leave the outcome of it. Leave the idea of it. Leave the memory of it. Leave. There is a different way of dealing with those memories, knowing and seeing them through today's perspective and not the past perspective is going to keep you moving forward with the full healthy heart. Okay, what else, please? We have the Hierophant and the Fool card. This is amazing. This is exactly how we're supposed to end a reading. You learned something very important in this process, which is self-respect. This is why you are attracting the people who are going to mirror that feeling and understand that they're talking to an important person, someone who respects themselves, someone who has boundaries, someone who knows what they want in this life for themselves. And then you have the Fool card. This is your goal. This is your green sign, your green light to move forward. Now it's time to start. Now it's time to put things into practice that you have learned so far, to start that project. I heard photography for someone. So photography, movies, put yourself out there. It's time for you to start your new life. I know this is kind of it's kind of contradicting my first message that you are on hold for a minute, you are on pause, but you don't have to fully stop and wait for things to happen. You can still be on hold and in tune with your emotions, but at the same time understanding your sense of self-respect, self-dignity, and putting yourself out there and believing that you can restart, that you have that energy. Some people need to see, some people need to see your work, some people need to see your light, some people need to talk to you. Stop hiding yourself, recollect yourself, come back to yourself when it's too much, but put yourself out there. This is going to give you so much fulfillment. We have the 10 of Pentacles here. I'm talking about material fulfillment. I'm talking about emotional fulfillment. I feel guided to get another message. Okay, another message, please. The last one. We have the King of of Pentacles and the Temperance card. So, once again, this sense of stability, confidence, I have what it takes, is coming. It's there with you already. You're just rebranding, you're just tapping into it. And that demands patience. And once again, I have the analogy of light and shadow work. And now you have mastered it. You are mastering it. There is no way or no time to pause your life thinking you you need to wait until you fully recover from something, until you fully um, I don't know, get to the outcome you think needs to happen so you can put yourself out there, so you can believe you have what it takes. You have what it takes. You did the work. You put yourself into balance, harmony. You understood your assignment, your sense of self, and that now it's time to step forward into this brand new life, brand new energy that you wished for yourself from a long, long, long time. And to end your reading, we have the Queen of Cups. We started your reading with the King of Cups, and now you have the Queen of Cups. I'm seeing alignment. I'm seeing you're finally getting into alignment. So this was a confirmation reading for some of you. This is a message some of you needed to hear. I hope this reading found you exactly when it had to. And yeah, that's all. I'll see you soon. I wish you all the best. Bye bye.